Okay, we need to determine the exact values of the 6 trigonometric functions of the real number. This time they give us real number t, and we have this number. It will be 12 over 13, not complex number, not imaginary number, it's real number. So this point, it will be represented by 12 over 13 and 5 over 13, and they ask you to find trig functions. I want you to know if you're given real number 12 over 13 as example, as the given example, and 5 over 13. So this represents cosine of theta, and this term represents sine of theta. Just get it like that. And we know that this angle, it's in first quarter, so our triangle will be easily drawn like this. That's angle theta. And let's apply that. Cosine is 12 over 13, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent is 12. This is 12, and hypotenuse is 13. And we could find the missing term in here. So to do that, apply Pythagorean theorem. Or look at this. We have 5 over 13 represents sine. 5 over 13 represents sine. And sine is opposite over adjacent. Opposite is 5, adjacent is 13. So this is 5. You don't need to apply Pythagorean theorem. So opposite is 5, adjacent is 12, hypotenuse 13. Now it's ready to write all trig functions. So sine of theta equals 5 over 13. Cosine equals 12 over 13, adjacent over hypotenuse. And tangent, as you know, is opposite over adjacent, which is 5 over 12. The other 3 trig functions are easy because all you have to do just reciprocal the ratio. And the inverse of sine is, I hear you. Yes, cosecant, unless it's nothing. Unless you say it's something else. It's cosecant. Sine is cosecant, cosine is sine, and inverse of tangent is cotangent. Cotangent. So the inverse of sine is cosecant. All you have to do just flip the ratio to be 13 over 5. This is 5 over 13. This is 13 over 5. And sine, I guess, and you accept it. The inverse of cosine is secant, as I mentioned. And secant, you reciprocal 12 over 13 to be 13 over 12. And the inverse of tangent is cotangent. It will be 12 over 5. That's one of the questions. 2 questions. The second question, we're given this angle, and this angle spin till it be here. Till it be here. It's in the third quarter. Third quarter. I want you to remember always that third quarter, all here in first are positive. So all are positive. Sine is positive. And here is tangent is positive. Only tangent. So you draw this triangle here. Exactly like that. Let's do it here. Pythagorean. Apply Pythagorean. This is our right angle. And this is cosine. As we agree together, this is cosine and this is sine. Cosine is adjacent, which is -4. This is the adjacent. Divided by hypotenuse, which is 5. Always hypotenuse is positive. And sine will be -3, which is the opposite, -3, over hypotenuse 5. Now it's easy to find all 6 trig functions. So sine, and it's given, it's -3/5. Cosine is -4/5. Tangent Tangent is opposite divided by adjacent would be -3 divided by -4. -3 divided by -4 would be +3 over 4. We could find the other three trig functions. As we know, cosecant, secant, cotangent. Cosecant of theta equals reciprocal would be -5 over 3. Reciprocal -4 over 5 to find secant, it will be -5 over 4. Reciprocal 3 over 4 to be 4 over 3. We finish all trig functions successfully.